Hey everyone, it's Caitlin from the Main Mouse. We're going to be going over some of our festival favorites from the 2021 Epcot Food and Wine Festival. Let's dive into the merchandise first. This year's Food and Wine Festival is presented by Corksicle, which means they have a really cute selection of wine glasses, beer mugs, spirit jerseys, kitchen essentials, salt and pepper shakers, cheese boards, ornaments, you name it, they seem to have it. A really cute selection, really nice details. Honestly, really love these festivals for the merchandise. The food obviously is the second best, but the merch gets me every time. Now let's take a look at the Minnie's Apple Orchard collection. This collection really embraces fall baking. Here we have some rolling pins, coffee mugs, some baking dishes, some new mini ears, spirit jerseys, really cute t-shirts, and a little bit of the Be Our Guest collection featuring Chip and Lumiere. And then of course, Remy shakes things up. Salt and pepper shakers, leggings, t-shirts, ears and ornaments. I couldn't wait to get my hands on one of my festival favorites from last time. This is from the Shimmering Sips booth, and this is the Shimmering Strawberry Soft Serve in a waffle cone. And of course, showing off more of Corksicle's merchandise, this stemless flute can also be purchased at the Shimmering Sips booth. We went with the Key Lime Mimosa as our choice of beverage inside, and it did not disappoint. Definitely one of the hits from the Japan Pavilion this year was the Tempura Shrimp Sando, which is crunchy shrimp served with yuzu crab, green onions, and an eel sauce served on a bun. This was also very delicious. And here's this hidden gem, the Le Cellier Wild Mushroom Beef Filet Mignon in truffle butter sauce. Dare I say, this is actually better than the steak served at the restaurant. Moving over to the test track area, we found the candy jar donut at the Donut Box. This donut was so messy, but so worth it. This had M&Ms, Snickers, and Twix. The inside reminded me a lot of a cronut. It has layers, it's not too dense, but definitely on the gluttonous side. The Olaf school bread is not specific to Food and Wine. However, I do recommend trying this treat whenever you are near the Norway Pavilion. This is bread filled with creamy custard, topped with coconut flakes, and of course, a white chocolate adorable Olaf. Moving over to the Canada Pavilion, we went into the Appleseed Orchard. This area is honestly a nice reprieve from the heat, where you can find really good local draft beers and hard ciders. I decided to go with the frozen apple pie, which is a non-alcoholic selection. It had pieces of crumble on top and pieces of apple pie on the bottom. This wasn't overly sweet, yet somehow refreshing. Definitely give this a try if you're going inside. We decided to embrace all that the Noodle Exchange booth had to offer. This was a nice selection of different types of Vietnamese pho or udon noodles. Even though it was 90-something degrees and these bowls of soup were really hot, it did not detract from the beautiful flavors that these bowls had to offer. We started off with the shrimp and coconut curry rice noodles. This was hot. The mushrooms helped tone it down, the noodles were very nice, and the broth was rich and flavorful. This ranked as number 3 for us. My number 1 happened to be the traditional spicy Vietnamese beef pho. This was not overly spicy, it definitely had some heat to it. The beef was nice and tender, the noodles were very nice, the mushrooms and the peppers helped a lot, and the broth was very mild. Coming in at number 4 for us was the tofu pho. This dish was nice, it was mild, definitely not as much heat as the other ones. Overall a nice flavor, just a lot more subtle. Not a bad dish, just not one of our favorites. Our number 2, however, happened to be the char siu pork udon. This had mushrooms, bok choy, and soy pickled egg. This was very rich and flavorful, not at all spicy, just a really good flavor combination, very unique, and I'm always a fan of udon noodles, so this was an instant hit for me. This was one treat that I couldn't wait to try. This was the s'mores whoopie pie. This had smoked chocolate cake, graham cracker, marshmallow, chocolate ganache, and candied bacon. Overall, not super sweet, fairly dense for a little dessert. This could have been shared between 2 people. I, however, decided to eat it all by myself. There's no judgment here. Definitely a nice way to kind of cap off the afternoon and get ready for the fireworks. That smoky flavor really went well with the ominous sky. Ah, my friend Joffrey's. I cannot go to a Disney park without getting a Joffrey's. I was so excited to try the Double Trouble Chai. This was iced chai with a single shot of espresso topped with whipped cream and cinnamon. This was a really nice pick-me-up right before the fireworks and after all day of eating at Epcot.